Greetings, everybody! From the channel with no name and the frog and the frog. The channel with no name and the frog. Welcome, greetings! Followers, returning and new people, hello, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. We are happy to have you here. Booger and me are happy to have you here. Today is going to be another general reading. Another general reading. Is that all I want to say? I think that's all I want to say. Let's get into it. I don't really have much to say right now. Let's invite source, say affirmations, and get into the reading. See what comes out. Go with the flow. Allow source to guide us. Allow our ancestors to guide us. Source, I welcome and accept you into every cell of this reading, this channel, and I thank you for your presence. I welcome and accept you into every cell of my soul, my spirit, my physical being, every cell of my words, my thoughts, my actions, and I thank you for your presence within all those cells. Source, I welcome and accept you into every cell of this phone recording, of these cards we will be using, of this space that we are in the every cell of the sage that is cleansing the space. And I thank you for your presence within all those cells. Source, I welcome and accept you into every cell of the message today. May we read the truth and only the part of the message that is going to be helping the travelers move forward out of stagnation, into clarity, into knowledge, into knowing what their next step should be, or help guide them to that next step in their life. And I thank you for your presence within all those cells. Let's say affirmations. I am in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. I am in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. I am in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. I can rely on the universe to guide me in the right direction. I am always guided in the right direction. I can rely on the universe to guide me in the right direction. I am always guided in the right direction. I can rely on the universe to guide me in the right direction. I am always guided in the right direction. Personally, I am really excited where my life is going, the patterns that we are moving into. We are going to be having some changes to my world happening here soon, but I am excited for it. And again, kind of going back to yesterday's reading, some things happened that were maybe for most people quote unquote bad, but for me, I'm grateful that all these things are happening because it's making me go into a direction. It's pushing me to go into a direction that I possibly have wanted to go in a long time, but I just didn't take that step. But with these quote unquote bad things that happen, which are not necessarily bad, they are definitely pushing me towards the direction that I have been wanting to go. So I'm very excited. We will get through everything, make it out. I love birds. I started to feed them probably this past year, and now they just gather on this lawn here. It's really cute. There's all sorts of birds. My favorites are, well, I love crows, even though people think that they're maybe annoying, but I love them. And then I love tiny birds, and also there's these bluebirds that come over here. I don't know bird names, but birds are so cute. Okay, let's get to the reading. So, may we please get the overall energy for today? I'm actually really having fun with the thumbnail titles. I know I can definitely be more creative, but it is what it is right now. It is where it's at. It's at where it's at right now, and that's okay. That is okay. First cards, we have 3 coming out. I'm gonna put them back just because that's a bit much information. Can we please get 1 or 2 at a time, please and thank you. First card we have coming out is the ring. What? I just shoved my frog off the bed. I'm sorry if you get any sort of trauma. I'm sorry. Okay, that's not a safe spot to put my child. I'm gonna put you back here. You want to sit on top of their head? Ah. Okay. Technically, that frog is part of my family now because their job, they live on my bed, and their job is to eat and digest all the energies that I didn't welcome and didn't accept into my space. So if any energy is trying to come into my space without my consent, that frog, that's its job on my bed, is to eat all those energies. And then we have the unseen coming out. Then we have the maiden. I was like, the message could go either this way or it could go that way, and with the maiden coming out, Then we have the threshold. Okay. Let me grab these tarot cards real quick. Feels like with the ring, at first I was thinking maybe this has to do with your knowledge of infinite space, because the ring I was thinking is like it's a loop, it's never ending, so it's basically infinite. But then when the maiden came out, and then because I was thinking ring, that could be like in this time and age and this world represents kind of almost like a commitment and or a promise to somebody. I do have a feeling that this reading is going more towards your interest in somebody. And with the unseen card coming out, almost feels like maybe and the threshold, where like you're standing at the doorway, but you're not taking that step into the door. It feels like you possibly have an interest in somebody, and with the maiden, they possibly are somebody who is more feminine and or in a feminine energy or portraying a feminine energy. Whoever you are, I'm not sure. The cards don't really represent what type of energy you hold. And or you are the feminine and you feel unseen. So with these cards coming out, there's either it could be this way or this way. Either you have an interest in a feminine. And the interest is like, look, I'm actually interested in spending majority of my life with you type thing. And either you don't feel seen by this feminine and you are also going into the future still afraid to like make it known that you have this interest. It almost feels like a fear. And or you are the feminine who has an interest in somebody, but you also feel unseen by them. And you also have a fear of taking that step to make it almost like known or publicly seen. Because right now your feelings and or your interest very much feels like a ghost energy. It's like it doesn't really exist in the physical world. You've never really expressed it directly and or to this person, so this person possibly doesn't even have the knowledge of your interests. Like they don't have the knowledge, so they honestly can't even go this way or that way with it because they just don't know. Unseen the ring. Your feelings are definitely unseen, whether you are the feminine and or the, I want to say offspring. Look, mask. Like, okay, if you're a femma, like, but like, I just don't know how I feel about masculines. So I want to say offsprings because I want to give more respect to the traveler that was the portal for them to come into this place, because masculines have done so much harm to this place that I'm like, you guys don't even deserve to have the title masculine. You're just freaking the offspring of a feminine. That's but that's me personally and what I'm going through. But maiden. But whether you are offspring, feminine, if you're offended, just leave. But this is also my journey in life, and this is the place that I get to share my journey in life. So if you don't like it, just keep it moving forward. The maiden. It almost feels like maybe you have like the quote unquote traditional viewpoint where like whether this person, because I'm not sure, we haven't really gotten into it. So either this person has a traditional viewpoint of like, hey, I'm the feminine, you want to like let's say, intimate connection, do stuff, you're the one that has to come over here and, like, make your feelings known. Like, let me know that you want, that you have an interest type thing. And if you're the masculine, then this feminine has that type of viewpoint, and they're not going to chase you in a way. They're expecting you to take that step forward. Like, yes, they, like, let's pull out some tarots. This definitely is a reading about some sort of interest that is definitely not very known about. And either you or the traveler that you're interested in is, but I'm gonna say you as the listener are now and in the future very afraid of taking that step forward. I don't see you honestly taking, within this reading, within like this now space, I don't see you taking that step forward. Which, if you want to prove me wrong, then prove me wrong, but can we get a clarifier for this ring card? We have the 9 of Wands. And a clarifier for the Unseen card. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Can we get a clarifier for the Maiden? We have the Ten of Pentacles. Sorry, that just got so quiet. My voice is... What you saying? What are you saying? Can we get a clarifier for this? Yo, for the special card? Please, thank you. Very, very traditional. Whoever the feminine energy is, whether it's you listening or the person that you're interested in, very, very, very traditional. And the 6 of Pentacles clarifying the threshold. Well, everything here makes sense. We do have the 5 of Wands on the bottom. The 9 of Wands representing the ring card. This is, it almost feels like, finding commitment has been difficult for you, and or finding the traveler or your traveler, your compatible traveler has been a struggle for you. You're not giving up. The Nine of Wands is like, hey, I've been through a lot, but I'm gonna keep on moving forward, because this is, you definitely do want a commitment. You want somebody to settle down with. You want to build a home with somebody. The Ring, Nine of Wands, but it definitely has been a struggle for you to find a compatible partner, and or just whatever, just finding somebody that maybe you've been in quite a few relationships, but none of them necessarily worked out. Maybe you've had like 9 relationships already that you were like going into possibly thinking, hey, this might be my person. This might be 9 times you went and you were like, okay, that one didn't work, but I still have my hopes up, maybe this is my person. But in the end, after these 9 tries, you're still here. Kind of like beat up. You're kind of exhausted. You may be somebody who actually has it in your chart. Like for me personally, I'll just bring it up for an example. In my relationship planet, the placement that I have is what was it, Capricorn? I already forgot. I'm like, wait, I know this information. Capricorn. So for me personally, I am with Capricorn falling in relationships and how I view relationships, what kind of relationships I want. Capricorn is a very earthly, traditional, committed sign in relationships. Like they want one marriage, they want one person to commit to, they want that one person, and that's it. Like with me personally, with that falling into my chart, I can see why the heck my life has in relationship has looked the way it has. I am very much not into dating. I don't like to date. I will hang out with somebody to find out compatibility, but I will not date nobody, because I'm like, well, look, I want my one partner. I want my one freaking partner to commit to. So why would I be wasting time dating people just to find out if we're compatible? Nah, I don't got time for that. That's how I'm viewing it. That's like, because I have this placement, but you possibly have a placement where you're like wanting a family life, but you haven't been practicing necessarily the patterns. Like you've gotten into relationships with people possibly based off of like attraction or something, but like actually being in that relationship, giving your energy to them, taking their energy, having an energy exchange, which is possibly what has drained you and left you exhausted. You each time you realize you guys were not compatible, but now you're exhausted because you never took the time to almost like find out compatibility before getting into relationships. I'm gonna get one more clarifier and then we're gonna move on to the next card. You definitely are not giving up. I do see that with the 9 of Wands in the ring. We have the High Priestess coming out. Well, I'm just gonna say what I was gonna say then. You possibly are still in a commitment. You see how the dude is holding on to the last relationship that they had, and or whatever their favorite, whatever the one that they felt closest to. You may still be holding on to a relationship because of how exhausted you are finding your person. You're like, well, but but I'm tired. Look, you're like kind of looking at this past relationship and you're like, look, we've gotten the closest out of anybody. I'm gosh darn exhausted. Maybe I'm just gonna settle down with you. But then it's kind of messed up. I'm sorry, listener, but it's kind of messed up. But then you're like, but I don't really like you. I'm still looking forward to find that person I'm committed to. But look, I'm gonna hang on to you because, look, I'm exhausted. Type thing. I don't know. I was gonna like mention that, and with the High Priestess coming out, I was like, I guess that's what it is. I'm just gonna, look, you have to hang out with somebody before freaking taking your pants off if you don't want to be left like this. You gotta find out that compatibility before you freaking take your gosh darn clothes off. Whether you're feminine listening or masculine. Find out the compatibility. Or you're just gonna literally be... You're gonna exhaust yourself. And even clinging on to this past relationship, it's still draining your energy. This traveler that you're connected to right now is very much draining your energy. Because it's an energy exchange. They're taking your energy, I don't even know if you're interested in this person. It's like you're looking away from it, you're looking somewhere else, but you're letting them drain your energy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let's move on to the next card. I don't know. The Unseen clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. With this eyeball staring, see what it looks like. You may have your eye on somebody, but again, it's very hidden. It's very secret. Like this person possibly, we do have the High Priestess. You may be intuitive. The person that you're interested may have some sort of intuition. But with the Queen of Pentacles, like even if this person were to notice that you have your attention on them, they're gonna stay focused on their stuff. They're not gonna... It's the Queen of Pentacles. You have your eye possibly on a Queen of Pentacles, which the Queen of Pentacles is very independent. They have their stuff together. Whether that's actually factual or not, or that's just how they come off, this person does know how to take care of themselves, though. Like, they are gonna do as much as they can before getting any type of help from anybody, or expecting any type of help, or like, they are the ones that are giving help. Even if this person may go through trials and tribulations, they are still gonna be the one giving the help. Can we get a clarifier for this Queen of Pentacles? What does this Queen of Pentacles represent with the unseen? King of Pentacles and unseen. This deck does not want to like. Please, please give me a clear fire. Oh, please. Oh, please. What is this Queen of Pentacles with the unseen? We have the Ace of Wands. I think this is definitely talking about your attraction towards a Queen of Pentacles energy. Whether you are a feminine or an offspring. It's almost like you're what? Maybe this traveler has some sort of like platform, or maybe you guys are co-workers, maybe you guys have the same hobbies within the community. You guys are like, or maybe this is at a dog park, or maybe you run into this person at a grocery store, or whatever it may be for you. Maybe you guys friggin' go to the laundry together. Like, you guys friggin', I don't know, somewhere, somehow this person has caught your attention. And it really does feel like they're just off doing their own thing. They're just off focusing on their own stability, their own life, building their own stuff, taking care of their own stuff, like taking care of their people, their community, the animals surrounding them, the energy surrounding them. They're just very much like doing their own thing in a way. With the Ace of Wands, it does feel like you're like probably like thinking that, because you know how we have the Nine of Wands, and then the Nine of Wands, and then like the Ten of Pentacles is out here. So it's like you're possibly hoping that this traveler will be almost like that last relationship for you and or connection. Like, you've had interest with it, like in 9 people, let's say. With the Nine of Wands, I'm just saying 9. And if it's true, wow. But let's say you've had interest in these 9 people. Because the Ace of Wands does talk about like attraction, interest, inspiration. but you are very unwilling. You are very hidden about it. It's like with all these last people, you possibly have moved very quickly. Like, you didn't even try to find out the compatibility. You're just like, oh, you look good. Let's get together. And then you're like, oh, like after like maybe a year, half a year, a few months, you're like, oh, nah, this is not gonna work. But with this person, you're just like hidden. You're not doing nothing. You're not even like trying to talk to them. This person might not even be aware of you. Well, even though with the Queen of Pentacles, they very much probably are aware of you. Queen of Pentacles is very in tune with their surroundings. Very in tune, and they almost like know what others need around them, who needs help. They're very in tune with their surroundings. What's this Maiden and Ten of Pentacles? I haven't drank water again today. My head is gonna start hurting again. I'm just drinking coffee again. Oh no. I do that a lot. Whoopsie, gotta drink that water. Well, today I was supposed to be working, but I woke up exhausted. I'm like, no, not happening. I'll work another day, but today, let me work on some other stuff. And, well, I'm actually grateful I took the day off today because I got some stuff finished up, the things that I've been needing to do. And we get to do a reading. I'm happy. Oh, my stomach is not feeling good right now. That coffee, and I'm feeling well. Okay, this Maiden and Ten of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Pentacles, clarifying the Ten of Pentacles. Clarifying? This is what we got. Whoever this feminine is in the energy is most definitely focused in on that family life and or building a home with somebody. That is like their major focus. And also with the Queen of Pentacles coming out, that is their major focus. With with Ten of Pentacles coming out from 2 decks, and we do have the Queen of Wands on the bottom. It's like this traveler is not gonna accept anything but that home energy, home, or like home. Kind of like maybe this person has like similar placements as me and or similar placements as like somebody who wants, and or that's like their almost like fate and or destiny in life, or that's just like what they're going to be focused on no matter what. It's like kind of what sparks their inspiration and or interest. As this Queen of Pentacles is the same traveler as this maiden, which I am feeling this is the energy, because you have your eyes on like a one person, the maiden. Then this person is going to continue focusing upon their own stability, their own finances, until they find somebody who they are compatible with to then build that home life. I don't even think that this person is interested in like dating, and or it's possibly like same energy like I was expressing like my placements to be. They possibly are the same. They're not like, what gets them inspired, interested, and attracted is that family home life. Is somebody that is practicing the patterns of building a stable home life. Like somebody who is already invested in giving time to building that stable home life. That is their that's like the that's literally their major energy coming through. Whoever this person is for you, that's literally all that I'm getting for their energy. Is their inspiration comes from stability. Like what they're interested in is stability, their own stability, helping the community, being able to help the community, being in the place to help their community. Also, I do want to say like mental health too, because mental health my thoughts, they just get cut off. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's all I'm getting from this person's energy is like their focus, their main focus right now and possibly forever is going to be a family home. I'm not sure what this reading's a little bit wonky. And also I do want to say this is who this person is. Like they're not gonna get distracted. They're not gonna like be going that way or this way. This is what they want and this is what they're gonna be working on until they get it. So this person also possibly doesn't date. They're just focused on becoming stable themselves. So then that this kind of the Queen of Pentacles is almost like waiting for that King of Pentacles. Somebody who has been working on their stuff, on themselves, just as the Queen of Pentacles has been working on their stability, on their stuff. And then that's who they build that Ten of Pentacles with. They don't go off of physical attraction. They don't go off of, almost like worldly, like, wants and desires. They don't go off of, oh, like, this person has, I like their style, I wanna see if I wanna date them, that's my partner. Or this person, oh my goodness, they look so cute, oh my goodness, that's, I want. No, this person is like, do you have your stuff together? Have you been practicing, the patterns of wanting a stable home? Have you been working on yourself? Do you know what you want? Type stuff. Like, are you stable in knowing what you want? And also, I have mentioned this, but it does feel like this person does not date. They're very much focused on aligning themselves with somebody that is also wanting this Ten of Pentacles. Sounds like they don't have the time, because what they're trying to manifest almost like requires that they stay aligned with this energy. They don't have time to, like, explore options. They don't have time to mess around with people. They don't have time to date around, because they are solely focused on manifesting this. This is, like, the most important thing to this person. And we have kind of, like, really dove deep into this person, but it almost feels like, listener, your focus is very heavily upon them. Okay, let's move on to the last card. The Threshold and the Six of Pentacles. Oh, we just got one fly right out. The Eight of Cups. When I first pulled, the Six of Pentacles to clarify the Threshold, you are going to be walking away from this traveler. I don't think that I don't think you're ready to step over that doorway, that threshold, and almost, like, take a chance on this person. It's like it almost feels like you're not ready. The Six of Pentacles. I do want to say this, with a partnership, this person possibly is one to give all the time. This person is always giving, whether it is to the homeless community, whether it's to causes that they find important, whether it's to family who they think are struggling, whether this person is always giving, like always. I'm just gonna say that they are always giving. And with a connection, this person is definitely expecting to have that giving return to them, almost like somebody to feed into them. That's kind of what they're looking for. Like before they give to the person that they're interested in, they're kind of wanting not even that. It's like they're kind of wanting somebody to feed into them the same way that they feed into others. But they're not expecting to like have like their partner give and give, and they're like wanting an equal exchange. It's very balanced. You were from what I don't know, this reading is a little bit strange because you're gonna end up walking away. Like, why am I reading into this person's energy when it very much feel like you very much are you're like afraid of taking that step into this doorway. You're afraid of taking a step into this person's life. You're afraid of, I'm not sure what you're afraid of, listener, but you are very much afraid of taking that step. You're walking away. It's literally what the cards are saying. You're gonna walk away. It's almost like maybe you're realizing that you've practiced like patterns that are so vastly different from what you possibly even wanted, that you just don't have the capability of practicing the patterns that you do possibly want at the moment. Like the patterns that you have been practicing are so vastly different from what this person has been practicing, what this person has been putting their time into, what this person has been building within their life. What you have been practicing is so vastly different. It's like, it's almost like in the completely different direction. While this person has been working on their money, working on their stability, working on like helping the community, establishing their place within a community, you have possibly just been entertaining different options, with each option coming to like a horrible end and or walking away. You've been focused on entertaining connections instead of being focused on giving your energy to a stable home life type thing. And that's almost like, I'm gonna say 99% why you're walking away, and or the close near future, and or just in general. I'm kind of confused by this reading. Not really, but Maybe this is just like a clarifier. Maybe you were interested in what this person is thinking or the energy of this person, and this reading very much does kind of outline the energy of the person that you have been having your eye on. Did I drink all my water? I did. Well, then it's coffee time. Hey, this reading came out for somebody. If this reading came out, if these messages came out, then they must be for somebody. Asking source to see yourself in truth, clarity. Coming out for the ring 9 of Wands. Pray to expose your freedom. And this quote is from Divine Empath, also a tarot reader on the YouTube platform. I do want to kind of go into detail of why I wrote down this quote. They were talking about, like having people around you that are not wanting like the best for you, and they said you're possibly asking source to expose the threats around you or the people that are doing the harm around you, to expose them. But they said instead you should be asking source to expose your freedom, which is like it encompasses everything, and I really like that, so I did write it down. And also another quote by Divine Empath is, it's above you. Whereas like certain things happen in your life that you kind of have to let go of and release because it's very much above you. And I think that they said this quote because, or I wrote down this quote because they were talking about, like, people, let me pull the rest of them and then we'll see. Insane. Pray to expose your freedom. They won't leave you alone. For the maiden. And one last one, please. You can't go. We have wants love and to bring change. And also on the bottom we do have, they are unable to manifest for you. They can only influence what you choose for yourself. I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back. Okay, press the right button because I'm not trying to stitch nothing. I'm not trying to stitch nothing. Press the right button. No, it's not gonna stop it. Okay, wanna say hello? Come here. Come here, come here. Come here, come here. Oh, my little bug. You say hello to everybody. You haven't said hello to everybody on here in a while. Yeah, hi guys. Hi guys. Hi guys. Little baby. Little baby bug. Hi guys. It's me, little bugger. You see me on this channel all the time. Hi guys. What do you think? What do you think? Little baby bug. Little baby munchkin. You wanna go? What do you think? You wanna go sit over there? You wanna go sit on your chair? Oh, you got boogies. We're gonna have to clean them. Yay there, though. You wanna go sit on your chair? You wanna take a nap in this room? Sorry, I got my cards all over the bed. Okay, we gotta get back on reading. We're gonna go sit in the chair. Back to the reading. Back to the reading. What is this flip card? We pulled these. Okay, let me refocus again because I got unfocused. The ring and asking source to see yourself in truth clarity. I love you. I love you. Oh, I love you. Is there anything? No. It's for the little chair, and they just sit there and look out the window. Buddha bag, Buddha bag. So cute. I love you. I love you. He's so cute. He's so cute. He's so cute. Look at this little bug. Look at this little cute little Barbie. Look at those little buggers. We love you, little bug. We love you and your buggies. We love you. Okay, back here. I'm gonna have to stitch this video. No. I literally told my no. I just wanted to show you how cute they were, and then I pressed cancel. Now I'm gonna have to stitch this video. I was trying my best as not to press that button. Well, before, and then right now, I didn't even think that I would press that button, but I gosh darn pressed it. No. Whatever, we gotta deal with it. Let's get this reading finished. Stitch the videos. It's gonna take like 2 hours to stitch. No. No. Okay, whatever. Let's get this going because the longer the video goes, the longer it's gonna stitch for. No. Okay, get over it. Take a deep breath, take a drink of coffee, let's get on with it. No! Okay, anyways, back to the reading. You may have possibly started to realize that it took you, I don't know, 19 relationships, 30 relationships, 45, I don't know how many relationships you've been in. But at some point, you started realizing that whatever, however you were living your life or how you were approaching connections was not what you wanted. It was just not what you wanted. With the ring, you possibly do want a committed connection, and that's why you have such an attraction to whoever this person is, because this person literally every single day of their life practices it. Whether they found their person or not, they practice it. They hold in, like, well, I'm gonna say something similar, like, I hold it in my heart that I already have my soul family. They live within my heart. And also Fairy Tail, the anime, has actually taught me that, and I'm very grateful for anime because they teach me a lot. But this traveler practices being the pattern of a 10 of Pentacles every single day of their life, and that's probably why you have such an attraction towards them, because they are basically doing what you possibly always wanted but never practiced the pattern of. The listener, you're giving out very much like player energy, like player who somewhere down the line realized they actually want a stable connection, a lifelong connection. But you're very much giving off player vibes. But you are sort of like asking the universe to see your patterns clearly so that you know how to move forward. It's almost like to see the patterns that you are practicing now clearly so that you know what patterns to move towards, to start practicing patterns of possibly like commitment, long-term family life, home life, building a family home with somebody or a home life with somebody, whether there's like whatever. That didn't even make no sense, the last part. But and then with the unseen, pray to expose your freedom, and it's above you by divine empath. Little birds are so cute. Sorry, I got distracted. It's just sitting in the tree. It's so gosh darn cute. It's like little tiny little bird just sitting in the bush over there. Oh my goodness. It's so cute. The unseen with possibly, pray to expose your freedom, it's above you. I'm gonna pull another one for this because it does feel like you want to get out of being in the shadows. With pray to expose your freedom and it's above you, you're in the right place at the right time doing the right thing for you uniquely. So I do want to say you possibly want it, like you feel like a ghost in this person's life. You very much feel like you're just like floating as a ghost. They don't really even know that you're there type thing. Or you feel like the background like air, or you feel like background water, or you feel like background something, but you're not at the forefront of this individual's awareness and or conscious like focus. Which I do feel like you want to get out of this energy, but you are in this energy for a reason. It's possibly like a lesson for you to learn. You were in this energy for a reason. You chose to be in this energy for a reason, and sorry. And it's almost like learning how you got into that position in the first place, how you got into that place in the first place, why you got there, and how to move from it, or how to remove yourself, or how to move forward from this energy. Let me pull one more card for this, just to clarify a little. It says, do not doubt your intuition. You possibly also were in this place because you were afraid. Do not doubt your intuition. It's like you doubted what you felt maybe about this person, what was the truth about this person. And or you doubted your place and or like crossing paths with this person. But you definitely crossed paths with this person for a reason. And I don't think it's necessarily even a bad, it has like any bad energy behind it. It's more of like this person may have awoken you to what you truly want in life, or maybe they even like reminded you and or Let me move on to this next one. But again, do not doubt your intuition. Whatever you felt about this situation was probably correct with the do not doubt your intuition coming out. It's like whatever you were like getting downloads of, whatever messages you were receiving were true. They were true. Do not doubt your intuition. Whatever that would mean to you, it was true. And then they won't leave you alone. What coming out under Maiden and the 10 of Pentacles. This almost feels like their energy, this person's energy, like is like you're constantly maybe reminded of them, or like have your attention drawn back to them. They won't leave you alone. But what I'm picking up is that you truly, truly, truly do want this 10 of Pentacles. Like somewhere within, like your deepest desires that you've hidden, lives the fact that you want that 10 of Pentacles. And so you keep on either getting drawn back to this person or having this person put in your face to almost like remind you of where your true happiness lies. And almost like remind you that no matter what you've gone through, you still can achieve that true happiness. You still can start to practice those patterns of having a stable home life or a stable commitment or building a home with somebody. And then for the threshold, the Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, we have want, love, and to bring change. Support others. I think these cards for me are representing like you knowing the fact that you have work to do on your own patterns of, you have work to do on yourself before you are aligned with being compatible with the Ten of Pentacles. Because right now you are not compatible. I wouldn't say you're very much giving off I'm a player type energies. Wants love and to bring change, support others. This is almost like advice. I forgot what I was saying. There's a good thought, but then I forgot. So I'm gonna move forward. It's almost like you're walking away to almost like see again, asking source to see yourself in truth and clarity. It's almost like you're resetting yourself. Support others. I do want to say this is almost like support. I just said that, but I stopped my thoughts, so I'm saying it again. If you want to someday, again, like this person we were saying, they are always giving. They are always, no matter how much they have themselves, they are always giving. They always have enough to give and to support others. Your advice is almost like start supporting others. If you want to be supported, like if you want to have a home life, a stable Ten of Pentacles where others support you, you're gonna have to start practicing the patterns of supporting others, no matter who it is. Maybe it's like somebody homeless that doesn't have a roof over their head. They're asking for like money for food. Just give them $5. If you see like a cause that you're like, oh my goodness, like these people are suffering, let me just give them like, again, $5. Just give. Support others, even maybe in like words. If you come across somebody who is suffering, offer to give them a hug. Like offer to let them rant to you. I don't know, just support others. Whether, or like you hear that somebody got a promotion and they're really excited, add on to that excitement. Be like, woo, go you. Wants love and to bring change. You are possibly more like this person that you had your eye on, then you even realize it. You have just been almost like distracted by everything but what you truly kind of like wanted from life. It's almost like you got lost in others' desires, you got lost in the world's desires, and almost like forgot to practice your own desires or to give attention to your own wants. I honestly, from this reading, I do feel like you are a very like genuine person. You have just been very distracted by others' energies. You have been very you've just been giving your attention to the things that have made you depressed, sad, exhausted, tired. But who you actually are as a person, what you actually want as a human being, is probably very wholesome. Let me just say that. Well, we are going to be closing off here. Let me pull you an Angel Oracle card. This has been a very interesting reading. But hey, the readings that come out, they are for somebody. So, I'm glad that I got to be here. I'm grateful that I got to read no matter what, because this is really something that I love doing. Makes me happy. Get you an angel number, and then we will be closing out this reading. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten. I'm hungry. I'm gonna have some fruits. I'm hungry. Ooh, I did meal prep. Oh, my meal prep came out so good this week. I'm excited to eat that later on. We have 777, and it says good luck. Contentment, prosperity, abundance, spiritual awakening, and divine intervention. This message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You'll come out winning from everything that may come your way. It's also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share, yet you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get this message to others. Again, you will get through everything. Right now. You are going through something, but it's almost like for your own good and almost like for your own gain of knowledge. You're very much gaining knowledge about life by going through these experiences. It's almost like becoming a wise, like as you get older, you're gonna be almost like a wise elder. Let me read this again. This message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. So again, we do see that you have very much some sort of confusion and or, again, uncertainty. You'll come out winning from everything that may come your way. Woo! It's also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share. Yet, you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get this message to others. You will get through this. Again, you are walking away from whatever the situation is. Was that attractive? Frogs out there, rate it. If I was a mate looking for, if I was a frog looking for a mate, how'd that sound? Frogs, I mean, come on. But then again, we're sorry. I'm sorry. I do see you're gonna get through everything. You're gonna get through everything. All of this that you're going through, you're gonna get through it, and plus it's gonna teach you about a certain aspect of life. Maybe for you it is about connections and relationships, compatibility, patterns of practicing, or practicing patterns of existence, like practicing patterns of life, like how I carry myself. You're gaining very much a lot of knowledge from these experiences that you are going through. And to the younger generations that are going to come after you, you're going to have lots of knowledge to share. You're going to have lots of life experience to almost like gift to them. Kind of like I learned a lot from anime because these characters, there's usually a character that says something and I'm like, oh, I needed to hear that right here, right now. And it's kind of like, it'll be kind of like that for you. You might not even necessarily go down the path of being like a teacher of knowledge, but whatever you do in life, the things that you say from past experience might just be that something for somebody that needed to hear exactly that. But you will get through everything. You will find those patterns that you want to be practicing. You will start living the way that you want to live. That's gonna do it for us. Yeah, it's gonna do it for us. Also, we have 2-2 alignment on the bottom. So you are very much in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. For you uniquely in your life and the patterns, the lessons that you have to learn, you are very much in the right place. Okay, let's say affirmations. I'm gonna go start stitching this because it's gonna take so long. If you guys have an app that stitches things together faster, please let me know in the comments, because the one that I'm using, and I've tried different apps, but I just not have found one that I like. If you have to pay for it, I'm more than happy to, because if you have like an app that you know that costs money, I'm more than happy to accept your recommendation, because I need one that is able to do this stuff a little bit faster. But anyways, let's say affirmations and we're gonna get out of here. I'm in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. I'm in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. I am in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. I can rely on the universe to guide me in the right direction. I am always guided in the right direction. I can rely on the universe to guide me in the right direction. I am always guided in the right direction. I can rely on the universe to guide me in the right direction. I am always guided in the right direction. Okay, that's gonna do it for us. Say bye. Say bye, everybody. Say bye, little pumpkin. Say bye, everybody. Bye. Let's get this stretch in here. Say bye, everybody. Bye-bye. I'm gonna keep taking my nap. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. What?